What's worse than discovering my husband lied was learning why my sister helped him hide everything. I was standing barefoot in my kitchen at almost 1 in the morning when my husband grabbed my wrist hard enough to scare me for the first time in 12 years. Not enough to leave bruises, just enough to stop me from opening his laptop. The dishwasher was humming behind us, half loaded because we'd been arguing for almost an hour already. He kept saying I was acting paranoid while refusing to explain why my younger sister's name kept appearing in his deleted emails. I remember staring at his face thinking how strange it felt to suddenly not recognize someone I slept beside every night. Then he let go of my wrist and quietly said, "You're making this uglier than it is." That sentence stayed in my head longer than the actual confession did. My sister Ava had practically lived at our house for the past year after her breakup. She worked late shifts at a pharmacy nearby, and my husband Marcus would usually pick her up when her car wouldn't start. I trusted both of them completely, which now feels embarrassing to admit out loud. Ava used to sit at my kitchen counter wearing my oversized sweatshirts, drinking tea and complaining about customers while Marcus cooked dinner beside her. Looking back, I can see moments that should have bothered me. The inside jokes, the way conversations stopped when I entered the room, the way Marcus defended her constantly, even during stupid disagreements that had nothing to do with him. But I kept explaining everything away because I thought suspicious people destroyed their own relationships. 3 days before everything collapsed, I borrowed Marcus's laptop to order decorations for our daughter's birthday party. His email was already open. At first I thought the messages between him and Ava were harmless. Then I noticed how careful the wording felt, like two people trying not to say certain things directly. One message from Ava said, "I hate acting normal around her." Another from Marcus said, "I know, I just need more time." My stomach dropped so fast I genuinely thought I might throw up on the carpet beside me. When I confronted Ava first, she cried immediately before I even finished speaking. That told me enough already. She swore they never slept together, but she admitted they'd been emotionally involved for months. Apparently Marcus told her he felt trapped in our marriage but stayed because he didn't want to destroy our daughter's stability. Hearing my husband describe our family like some obligation nearly broke something inside me. Marcus finally admitted everything later that night after I screamed at him until my throat hurt. He looked exhausted more than guilty, which somehow made me angrier. He said nothing physical happened until 2 months earlier when they kissed after drinking wine in our backyard while I was visiting my mother overnight. Ava apparently panicked afterward and tried ending contact with him, but they kept finding excuses to talk. Marcus told me he loved me, but also loved her in a different way. I remember laughing in his face because the sentence sounded so ridiculous coming from a 40-year-old man sitting in pajama pants at our dining table. The worst part wasn't even the cheating itself. It was realizing my sister had listened to me cry about my marriage problems while secretly becoming part of them. Every family dinner, every birthday, every normal moment suddenly felt fake. Ava moved into a friend's apartment the next weekend. Marcus still lives in our house because neither of us can currently afford separate places, which creates this awful routine where we avoid each other like strangers renting the same space. Some nights I hear him quietly crying in the shower after he thinks I'm asleep. I don't comfort him anymore. My daughter keeps asking why Aunt Ava stopped visiting, and I still haven't figured out an answer that doesn't sound cruel or pathetic. Last week, Marcus asked whether I thought we might someday recover from this. I honestly didn't know what to say. I just looked at him folding laundry at the kitchen table like he always does, and realized love can disappear slowly while routines stay behind pretending nothing changed.